working on a Ford Focus. It's a 2003 model. The problem with it is that it started to lose water. I didn't really know where it was then, like the leakage, so I just waited it out. I've been refilling it. As you guys can see, this is the problem. This housing right here. It's a little bit difficult if your clamp does not have something like that. If it has the original ones, you might have to go on the bottom, you also have to remove the lower house. This one right here, as you can see, it has the original clamp. If it does have that, you might have to go through the bottom. I didn't, since it has this thing right here. I'm thinking of just taking these bolts off, which are 10 mils. It has 3. 1, 2, and then you can see it is right down there. The other clamp on the hose is right back over there. You can't really see it, but I'll be showing you guys once I move this back. I'm planning on removing this, bringing it a little bit forward, and then removing the back one. Also has this one on top, so there's 4 hoses in total. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 on the back. That's what you gotta remove. So right now I'm working on this. I'm gonna cut now because I can't really hold it while I'm doing it, so but you guys get the idea. I'll show you right after. So this have been proven to be really hard to remove. I already loosened it, but a thing you guys can do to remove it is make sure you have the proper one that holds it real nice and snug. It's a number 10 mil, like I said before, so that holds it real nice. Hold it right here in this area and just pound it right in the edge with the hammer really softly. You don't want to like just pound it super hard, so just softly, and it will eventually break it loose until you can do it by hand. You guys can do for the lower one, I wasn't able to hit it enough with the hammer or have enough space between this and that. So what I do is I grab another one with a little bit of an angle on it, put it right over it, hold it right up here, steady, don't move it to the sides or will like lose grip, and just pull down. And you should be able to loosen it since this one's really tight. Just so you give it a little more leverage, unless you have a long one, which will help you a lot. But I have the short ones. Just do this over it. You can see I was able to remove the screw and just move it a little bit forward, and now you can see the hose in the back. Make sure when you guys are putting the new one, you clean this up real good, like maybe a really fine sandpaper or something, just to make it real smooth, so there's no like cracks or whatever. As you guys can see, it's real bad. I'll show you guys. Sorry, a little bit of ungood aiming right there, but as you guys can see, it's real bad. I'll show you guys once I have the piece out of how it looks and stuff. I'm doing little cuts of this video because I can't really just do one whole. They tried fixing it before, you can tell, because of all this stuff that it has. The original should only, here you go, let me show you guys good. So you can tell they tried fixing it, because this orange stuff is not from the stock part. It's supposed to be only this black line, because as you can see it's all wavy due to mileage and temperature, I guess. This car has 145,000 miles. You can tell this is the stock part. So it went a really long time before I actually needed it. So, but yeah, if you have leakage from this area, it's better to just replace the whole thing and not try to fix it like they did, because it's just gonna give you another problem. Just replace the whole thing. It's not even expensive. I'll be putting the part number down in the description, even the tools that I needed for every single bolt sizes and stuff. That way you guys can be all prepared and not miss a tool when you guys are performing this work. So I have the part out already. Let me show you guys what it looks like. You guys can see the bottom part was leaking a lot, so because you can see all the corrosion. This is the old part. The thermostat is inside, and I have the new part over on the side over here that I got from Now Powder Parts. And what I like to use for this, since it comes with an o-ring which is right here, so I just apply a little bit of RTV. This is from Honda. I used to work out in Honda, so but just used a tiny bit on that around the areas of here where this gasket is gonna be at. Just put a tiny bit around it, and it should be good to seal. And the sandpaper I told you guys about, I couldn't find like a more finer one, but I found this one. I'm gonna get that roughness off on the floor first, so it's not as rough on that head, and then after that I'll just update you guys a little bit. Okay. Alright, so after I smoothed it down on the ground, you can see how rough this side is, and this side is way more smooth now. It's not gonna be as hard on the head as this side. So what you're gonna do is just sand a little bit on the sides, around it, making sure the corrosion goes away and stuff. Just gotta leave it like nice and smooth, just so you don't have any leaks. Like I said, you don't want to do this over again. I've done that before, doing something, getting a leak and having to do it over. So just take the precautions now instead of having to do it over again. Way nicer, I believe. Now I'm just gonna apply some RTV on this and then put it on. Pretty simple process. You don't really have to get anything of this out of the way. I thought I was gonna, but it's pretty straightforward and it fits right in and out. It's not too difficult. Just have to just place it in there, wiggle it in a little bit, and it should be inside. Alright, so the new part is back inside. You already connected the hose from the back. Same process as when you take it out. Unhook it, put it back in, put the hose back in, put the clamp back on the hose, and then move it back to spot. Put this. So now all you gotta do is connect these two hoses and the one coming from the reservoir. So pretty straightforward now. That's all you gotta do, and you're pretty much done. Refill your coolant, and I'll be showing you guys in a bit all of that part. Back to hoses. One tip for you guys: these hoses are, these clamps, they're good, but if you put too much force in them, or like too much, if you tighten them too much, they could just break and it won't work. So make sure you give it, like, feel it that it's snug, and then give it a little bit more of a twist until you feel like the hose is nice and secure. After that, you should be all good. But don't give it too much, because then you will have to run to the auto parts store unless you have one laying around. I don't, so that's why I'm pretty cautious about this. Try not to break it. So just letting you guys know, I already filled this back up. I know it's empty, so I overfilled it because I know it's gonna run down. It's all the way up here, should be around this area right here. And this is what I filled it up with. I will be showing it in the description too. This is what they told me was needed for this vehicle. But I'm gonna go ahead and start the vehicle now. Please put in away some of my tools. I won't be needing anymore. Okay, trash, tools. Okay, so I'll be showing you this now. Go ahead and turn it off, making sure it has no leaks. Running down slowly. The thermostat has to open for more of that coolant to circulate. So I'm just gonna let it get warm. I don't have the cap on because you want it to not just get bubbles in it. You want the bubbles to come out, which is what's gonna happen once the thermostat comes on. So checking from here visually, I visually don't see any leaks. But if anything, I'll update you guys. And if I do get a problem, which I know I won't, I'll let you guys know where and how it happened, just so I can tell you guys a little bit more about it. There you go. Just make sure you clean out the bubbles from the reservoir. Just leave it open and running into the thermostat, or the fans kick on, and that's when you know the thermostat has opened. And yeah, after that, you should be good to go. Just check for leaks afterwards, make sure it's not leaking wherever you got to, and then after that you shouldn't worry about it anymore. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Please comment, rate, and like. Any questions you guys have, just let me know, and I'll answer as soon as possible.